Okay, U Street Granny. Let me tell you about my grandmother, Miss Laverne. So when I was little, every Wednesday, my grandmother would tell me she was going to Novena, which is a Catholic prayer meeting. And the thing that got to me was she would start preparing for Novena about noon. She'd take a long bath, she'd get her hair done, she'd get her nails done. I didn't know what Novena was when I was little, but I knew I wanted to go when I got older because it was so fancy. Well, as I got older, I found out that Novena turned into Faces up on Georgia Avenue, Street, I don't know. Okay. Party time was what Novena transitioned to. So that is the woman who my grandmother was, who I grew up. If you feel like, oh, no, they're right, okay. 10:15 one Thursday night, I excused my way through countless conversations in the back of the Kaffa house and landed dizzy from an overdose of Newport smoke buzzing on U Street. I heard contemporary swing music float through the air on sirens, which dogs never howl at anymore, and tried to shake the haunting feeling that tends to linger along the corridor. It was cold outside that night, and I was kind of delirious. Ooh, and the pages got all mixed up. So when I thought I saw something run down the side of the Lincoln Theater, I wasn't sure, but I followed it. It took me in some side door, down a ramp, into a huge ballroom. Oh, great divine diva of dance halls, what was this? The colonnade is what they were calling it. It was up under the Lincoln Theater and full to the brim of Negroes. No, honest to God, colored Negroes, ladies and gentlemen, ball gowns and matching cummerbunds. My grandpa and your grandpa sitting by the bandstand with a glass of drink and a splash of Coke and a swizzle stick on the side. Excuse me, darling, may I have this dance? It was incredible. But just as I took it all in, my God was gone again, and I was chasing my friend down U Street. We ran out past this new joint, Evelyn's nightclub. Ooh, the folks was hand dancing in the windows. Across the street was rows and rows of houses with old ladies hanging out the windows, and kids playing pinochle for peanuts on the stoop, and somebody saying something about Joe Louis winning the fight. Where in the world was I? Everybody started cheering. About 2 doors up, I saw something that looked familiar, but I wasn't sure. Republic Gardens? Never in my life have I been so happy to see a group of strictly dressed to impress, super styling black folks trying to get in someplace. I could hear tall glasses tickle trays and tabletops. While my friend the stranger made a toast, she said, "Here's to good clean fun, a good strong drink, and learning how to live while you still can." Back out on U Street, I found my God, and I could not believe my eyes. As plain as day and as clear as the full blue moon, I saw my grandmother on U Street one night. Miss Laverne had taken me in and out of the world that she grew up in and made me see that mine was nothing new. 50 years was the difference between shooting for the future and chasing it with the times that had passed. Now, we write poetry to the songs that they created. Back when the huckabuck was a way to cut a rug and not a go-go band, U Street was a place that hard workers came home to, with a hand-dipped ice cream shop and only 2 liquor stores, and State of the Union sold men's clothes with a peanut stand on the side. It was just another place for regular folks to come home to, with no little vibe spot for fat poetry shows. Shoot. On Sunday mornings, folks used to parade down the middle of the street in their Praise the Lord finest, decked out just because they knew they looked good. As plain as day and as clear as the full blue moon, I saw my grandmother on U Street one night. In a moment, I stepped back a generation and a half and found her all caught up in music, men, and madness, just like me, knowing she was young and swearing she was invincible. And all I could do was wonder, what on earth would I tell these children now if they ever saw me on U Street one night?